Hi, so it looks like we're live. I am doing a video to share for anyone who is interested in doing a book in the year of 2025. So next year, if you are looking to write and share your story and have a book by the end of next year to share with the world, I'd love to give you a way to make that possible. It can feel very intimidating to do on your own, or you might have been writing a book for many years and it just hasn't happened, or it might be up on a shelf somewhere in a file or stuck in your computer. And for whatever reason, you're having trouble getting momentum to finish it and complete it. And if that's the case, you are not alone. This is something that a lot of people have come to me after 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years of working on a book, and they just need some help to get over that finish line. Other people have an idea for a book, but they don't know what first steps to take and would really prefer, because they've worked with coaches before, whenever they have something that they want to move forward, they go, okay, who can I ask for guidance so that this doesn't need to be as hard or time consuming, that they've learned to get the support they need to do the things that they want to do. That's my scene now. I always go, okay, I'm at this level of thing I want to tackle. I know that it will go much faster if I get the support to make it happen. And so I figure out who I need to work with to speed things along and just have it flow easier for me. So what I've done is I've created a program that's called the Abundant Author Mastermind. And we are now in the first year of doing this program. And it started in January of 2024, and we are wrapping up now. It will be wrapped up at the beginning of November. And so it is you have seen a book come out that was birthed through this program, and you will see some that are coming out in the next weeks and next months. There have also grown from the amazing writers that are part of this program with me. So I want to do just an overview of what this program is, so that if you are thinking of doing a book next year, you could investigate this and see if it's something that might be a good fit for you. So I am going to share my screen here. So hopefully you'll be able to see this in the video. And I'm just going to look on my Facebook to make sure that this makes sense and is showing up the way that I want it to. Yes, it's showing up. So this is information about the Abundant Author Mastermind. It is designed to I work with you, plus you have the support of a group. So these are other authors that, I say authors, they might not consider themselves as authors at this time. They might not even consider themselves as writers, but they know they have a story to share with the world. And this is a program where you get to step into what it means to be an author and to live into that and to share your story, which can feel very vulnerable. What's beautiful about this is there is an alchemy, there is a transformation that comes from sharing your story, and it can turn it to gold, both in your own lived experience. It's a huge transformational process. It can turn it to gold for the people that you're sharing your story with. It can radically change their lives. And it can also bring in money from book sales and help you grow your business. And because it's letting you step into expert, and that can be shown as evidenced by different offerings that you have in your program. So very briefly, this is the overview, which I can send this all to anyone that's interested. There is a 7-step process that I've developed to bring you through the process of growing a book. It starts at vision, getting clear on what you want to create. It includes the writing process, but you'll see from this is only one part of bringing a book to life. It's the second step. Editing, there's an editing process. We've learned that books need a lot of edits: developmental, copy, line edits, and proofreading. So they need those 4 types of edits to get a really quality book. Design, which includes the design of the book cover, the interior design of the manuscript, and all the other things that go into a book. And it also includes designing your web presence as an author, and your marketing plan for your book and your book launch plan. Sometimes there's also design elements of branding and things like that that you want to weave in from your business if that applies for you. The 5th stage is the proof stage and the publishing stage. I call it proof because this stage is not, you get a physical copy of your book that is a proof, but it's also proof that you are an author, that you're stepping into this and you're set words. Words are difficult sometimes. You're stepping into being an expert in the field that you're writing about. And so that can be intimidating, can feel very exhilarating. And I like to help people through that process. And when you have a group, it's beautiful to see the support that the group can offer each other and keep people going through that. Because sometimes people shut down at that stage. Then, of course, we have the book launch process, which is really fun. And then growth. The book doesn't just like when you have a baby, you don't just, there's some stuff you got to do to take care of that baby after. It's the same thing when you have a book. When you put the book out into the world, yes, you could just send it out. That is an option. But you also could do a lot to cultivate and raise that baby, connect that book with people that need that, and grow your business at the same time as you are growing the reach for your book. So this is all the information about some of the overview of what we cover in this. My new program is going to be starting January 2025, and it's going to be running to October 2025. So this is not or rather November, the very beginning of November 2025. This is not a rush process. This is for people that want a transformational process. They want to write their book in a way that doesn't feel rushed or hectic or stressed, that also wants to be looking at what marketing can I do ahead of time for my book so my book launch is a success? What things do I want to put in place in my business that would align with my book launch and my book release? And like working and connecting with other authors and growing in that way. My groups are small. This past group was 4 people. I'd love to have 8 people in this group, but we will keep it small. We don't get it too big. I like to keep the group intimate so we get to know each other and get to really get a lot of individualized support. It is specifically designed primarily for people who are either coaches or therapists or have some type of business that would align with the book that they're putting out there. It also will work well for people who are wanting to establish themselves as professional authors and have that be what they do in the world. So please let me know. There is more with details of pricing and exact timelines in here, exactly all the nitty gritty of what you get and different options. You do have an option to take the group and implement everything yourself, or you have the option to be part of the group, but have Greenheart Living Press support you in the publishing, like all the details of the edits and the book design and the book launch and stuff like that. We can work with you to make that as easy for you as possible. So you do have a couple options as far as how you roll this out, but please contact me with any questions. If you'd like to set up a call, I'll put a link that will give you an opportunity to have a one-on-one call with me to see if this is the right fit. And I am so excited to see who I get to create with this next year. Thank you so much for taking the time and listening. And I'd love to hear about your book ideas.